My name is Leroy McClure Jr. I am from Conway, Arkansas, and I moved to Texas in 1978. In my professional life, I'm a certified academic language therapist. I work with children and teachers focusing on dyslexia, people that have very difficult time with reading, writing, and spelling. And I've taught hundreds of children how to read. And I've been the founder and CEO of public charter schools in the state of Texas and in the state of Arkansas. And now I'm taking a sabbatical to improve my sickness, which I recently had a stroke.
You stated it all started at the gym. Can you elaborate on that day in detail about what happened?
I work out at gym every day, 5 days a week. And I was at the gym on this particular Friday, and I was finishing up my workout. And toward the end of my workout, I had a small headache. Not a major headache, but it was a small headache that just wouldn't stop. So I asked the young man to follow me to the water fountain. We went to the water fountain, and I was talking to him as I was drinking water, and all of a sudden, my speech started slurring. And at that moment, I asked the young man to dial 911. My stroke was a birth defect, something that I did not know about until it actually happened. And prior to that, I had outstanding health. It was in July of 2021. The first 2 months, I didn't know if I was going to live nor die. I was in neuro ICU for over 21 days. And finally, I went to a rehab place in a wheelchair, couldn't walk. I was there for 21 days. And then I went to a second rehab place and being in the wheelchair. And I was in a wheelchair for almost 3 months. One day, I asked the Lord, just allow me to walk, just take one step. I took one step, but it was a couple of weeks before I took another step. But once I started taking some steps, now I've taken over 10 million steps. And it's not about me. While I was in rehab, I started a walking club. There were so many people that could not walk. So I encouraged them to get up and take that first step. You know, we we have hope. The Bible says, with hope, all things are possible. And I had hope, and I started sharing hope with everybody that was around me. I started letting them know that, first of all, we must work on our attitude. You know, 10% of whatever happens to us is 90% of how we respond to what happens to us. And I decided to allow my light to shine in such a way so that people can see it wasn't my good work, but God's good work. And those people that were hopeless will be able to accept or acquire hope from what they've seen in me. While I was in rehab, all I wanted to do was get out of rehab. I wanted to hurry up and get well. But the Lord made it very clear that's what I wanted to do, but that's not what He wanted me to do. He wanted me to stay where I was, letting me know that in His time, not only will I get well, but I'll be in a position to help so many other people. And I started enjoying the journey. It's very important to enjoy the journey. When God is using you for a reason, you might not understand at the moment, because all I wanted to do was get well and go home. But while I was enjoying the journey and helping other people recover, all of a sudden it was time for me to go home. Over in Proverbs 11:25, it says, when you refresh other people, you too will be refreshed. And I started getting refreshed. I started getting healed, and I started walking. And like I said earlier, I've taken over 10 million steps, and now I'm writing a book called 10 Million Steps Closer to Jesus. I would not be as close to Jesus if I had not had my stroke. So I consider it all joy. The Bible tells us, consider it pure joy, my brethren, of all the various trials you may encounter. The testing of your faith produces endurance. Endurance causes you to be more perfect, more mature, more complete, lacking in nothing. So everything that has happened to me, I'm excited about it because I'm seeing progress on a regular basis, and there's a good chance I might not ever get back to normal. And I have a peace with that because I have a new normal that I'm excited about. And I've come such a long, long ways that I am really okay with the fact that I would never be able to jump and dunk a basketball. I mean, I'm 64 years old. I shouldn't be dunking a basketball anyway. However, I can walk, I can run. Um, I won't be running any 100-yard dash, but I'll be doing marathons. I mean, think about it. 10 million steps, that's over 280 miles. And so I'm excited about the fact that I have a new normal and I have a beautiful family that loves me and they love me just the way that I am. I don't care about other people not accepting the fact that my new normal is not like my old normal, but it is life. And I have to help people that recognize that you can't overcome adversities. You know, my goal is to teach people how to turn negative situation into positive situation, how to become a winner even in a losing situation, and how to turn adversity into victory.
And you are a prime example of God's power, healing power, and miracle. What would you say to others who are facing a similar situation or a health condition?
Don't give up. We all want to get things done right away. It's like a microwave generation. We want it right now. If it doesn't happen right now, we look at it as it's not working or it's not God's will. But that is not the case. Celebrate the small victories and turn our pain into a purpose to help other people